Welcome to Hanging Out with Robert, that's me. This video is composed of things that I tinkered with throughout the day. For step-by-step detailed instructions of those tasks, you could click on the links in the comment section below. This video should contain tips and tricks of things that I've learned throughout the year. Now, I only plan on leaving this video posted for about 30 days. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you very much for watching. Had to use some lacquer thinner to get that bubble gum or whatever that was off my mom's paint. Now I'm going to wash it good with soap, put some wax on it. Probably best to use kerosene. Alright, I got mom's car cleaned, dried, and waxed. And since I don't have old blue eyes, I decided to get a covered parking for the Panther. So, I'm going to move Queen Bee over here to this spot and put the Panther next to it. So I could have side-by-side parking. I'll have that pole in the middle of it. But, you know, that shouldn't be a problem. It'd be nice to have two side-by-side with no pole. But, you know, sometimes you just got to deal with the poles. Alright, let me go take the Panther, clean it up, and get it under the carport, which should cut down on deterioration on Panther. Woohoo! Got the Panther cleaned up and ready for the carport. Then tomorrow I'll probably do the tires and put some wax on it. Headed out. I went shopping with Mom first thing this morning. Got her, I guess the almost last of her Thanksgiving shopping out of the way for the meals that she likes to make. I'm going to check the oil on Panther before I go. I think Panther's a quart low on oil. Driven at about 3,500 miles. I don't recall if I added oil or not, so I'm going to check the oil in it and take the Panther down here. Then I'm going to come back and start unloading these things. Got a nice covered parking for both the cars now. Got a message from the guy that picked up Blue Eyes. He said, Blue Eyes got him to Houston, no problem at all. Smooth sailing. Actually, it looks like Panther is about a half quart low. So let me go ahead and dip it and recheck it. It's about a half quart on that dipstick there. Yep, that's where it was. If the car's been sitting all night, you normally don't have to wipe the dipstick off to check it. But you want to do it before you start the car. I knew it sounded like the level was good. Just wanted to double check. I am on my way to an attorney's office to update my will. I have no idea why people don't take care of this. From the day you're born, you know that one day you're going to die. People act like completing and filling out a will is signing their death sentence or something. No, that's the furthest thing from the truth. It's a way that you take care of the people that you love. This is something that you need to do to make it easier for them when you're gone. Makes no sense to me for people not to have this done. I have had a will filled out since I was probably 17 or 18 years old. I think I was 18. It's something that you really need to get done. If you don't have one and you got more than $50 that you're going to leave behind, get it done. Right now, I don't own any real estate. But yet, I have a couple of cars that are paid off. I have an insurance policy that'll pay out. That stuff needs to be handled in a will. Well, if I pass away, my wife will get everything. Well, I mean, man, that's still complicated. If you got a will, all that stuff happens quick. If you don't have a will, that stuff has to be probated. You need a will, you need an executor, It needs to be where somebody can find it, and it's preferred to be notarized. If it's complicated, I would even record it, or if you think it will be challenged. An example, if you have a child that you do not want to inherit anything from you, you should get a will and make sure that it's outlined in your will that that child is not to receive an inheritance from whatever you leave behind. Maybe you've already given them an inheritance. Maybe they've disowned you, so you've disowned them. Whatever the case may be. If you have a couple of children and one of them not supposed to get anything and you don't have a will, they'll probably get something. And they'll fight the other ones for it. You know, it's just not worth it. It's a pain in the butt. Even if you're married, maybe you're divorced or have children in other places, just avoid the legal possibilities of hard feelings and scuffle by just outlining things that you want taken care of in the will. You probably get a will wrote out, 30 minutes, have it notarized, 5 minutes, put it somewhere where somebody can find it, and that'll be that. It don't have to be complicated. If it is complicated, spend a few hours laying things out. You may even want to talk to people that you're leaving things to, so they'll know what to expect. You know, there's nothing worse than a guessing game amongst family members when somebody passes away and people don't know if you cared enough about them to leave them anything. When my dad left, I didn't get a pair of shoelaces. All I got was left alone. It's really sad. So I'm going to go down here and meet with this attorney. I'll ask him several questions. He'll probably ask me a few questions. The only thing that I'm a little bit concerned with is that Diane is on disability. And disability has restrictions. You can only own one car. The value of that car can't be over a certain amount. I don't think you're allowed to have but so much money in the bank. You know, if my insurance policy exceeds her disability allowances, it may kick her off of disability until those funds are dried up. Sometimes if you get kicked off of disability, it's hard to get back on. I don't know. You know, so I may leave my insurance cash to my daughter and let my daughter manage that money to my wife. So we'll see what happens, and I'll relay as much information as I can into the video. Made it down to the attorney's office, headed in. Here's my deal. If you have a bank account with more than $100 in it, or you own anything that is registered with your local municipality, like a car registered or a house recorded or a deed or something like that, you need to have a will. If you have a will, that stuff can be liquidated quicker by whoever you will it to. If you don't do that, to me, as far as I'm concerned, it's like you leaving whoever you leave behind a slap in the face. It's your last slap in the face to whoever you left behind, or your last knee to the gut. It's ridiculous. My mom passed away recently. You guys know that. She has a car registered in her name. Nothing anybody can do with that car. All they can do is drive it until that estate is probated. Because she don't even will. It's ridiculous. Can't sell it. Probably can't re-register it. It's just a mess. Got to take care of those things. If you got people that you care about, people that you love, leave a will. You can also go another step forward and leave instructions for how you want your final arrangements handled. I went to a men's mentoring seminar type of class one time, and that was one thing they requested that all of us do. Leave those things behind, organize, and leave a love letter to our loved ones, close loved ones, wife, daughter, son, people like that. Now, if you don't already have an attorney that can handle something like that and guide you through that process, I recommend you find one that handles estates, probate, things like that. They can quickly guide you through that. I'll get a couple cost estimates for you and have it taken care of pretty quick, no problem. Back in the garage, headed over to this Jaguar XJ8 2003 model. I think it's the same as a 2002. I replaced the fuel pump, and after I did that, it is throwing an error code P0453. Let's look at the code and try to figure out what's wrong. Well, I keep getting a fail to communicate with my scanner tool. Tried it with the car off, tried it with the car running. I'm going to unplug it, try it one more time, then I'm just going to dig in. Couldn't find nothing wrong in the trunk. Maybe that check engine light was triggered from me starting the car with a fuel leak. So let's see if it lights back up. I disconnected the battery because I can't get my OBD2 tool to work. Still lit. Check engine light. And it's idling a little rough. Something ain't right. It appears that this connector here wasn't connected all the way in properly. Now it sounds like things are running better. I started messing with that plug and I started hearing different things in the tank. So hopefully that'll do it. I'm going to disconnect the battery to clear the check engine light, reconnect it, see if it stays off. If you feel that this information was useful, please like it and share it with your social media friends. You can subscribe to my channel so that you will get notifications of future videos that I post. You can follow me on Twitter, and if you need to contact me directly, please visit my website. And if you have any questions, leave them below, and someone or myself will reply to them. Again, thank you very much for watching.